horrible. The future looks bleak. Remember our childhood to get us through the week. We're getting re-enthused. Back to the past and the things we used. We all know that our pasts were great, escaping the things that today we hate. Getting re-enthused, getting re-enthused, getting re-enthused, getting re-enthused.
Hello and welcome to Re-enthused. Today we are looking at Dragon Ball Z Kyoushuu Saiyan, and I apologise because I have almost certainly mangled that name. We are playing it on the Famicom, or more specifically the Sharp Twin Duo, which is the rather lovely licensed machine which includes the disc system and the Famicom in one, although this is a cartridge game. Developed in 1990 by Toast Software and published by Bandai. So, I've never played this before, and I'm not a huge fan of the anime series or anything of this. Well, I'm not a huge fan. I've never really seen it. Just a couple of short clips and things like that. So it's not so much I'm not a fan, I've just kind of never sought it out. So let's give it a try. I know nothing. I imagine people that are fans are going to be screaming at me through quite a lot of this. I apologise. But maybe, it will make me search out all the things. It might do. I'm quite lazy about doing new things, to be fair. It probably won't. Right. Is it going to start? Oh, it is going to start. I don't know what any of this is. I'm going to choose the first option. That's usually a good shot. I'm pretty sure this came out on American and Power Units, by the way. I just got this as I bought a huge bundle of Famicom games. Just a huge bundle of them. It literally made up my collection of Famicom games. And this is one of them. So, let's play it. I've done, for the vast majority of these Famicom games I've got in that auction, apart from a few standout ones, which were games that I had actually went and bought the auction for, I haven't really played them beyond making sure they work. So I'm guessing we'll feature those quite a lot on these Let's Play ones, because I do like doing Let's Plays where I've never actually played the game before. Okay, so it's like a turn-based strategy game. That's very interesting. I've got literally no idea what's going on. Oh, so I moved it out accidentally just to see, well, not accidentally, but just to see how far it would go. But when I moved it back again, that also counted as part of the move. That's quite interesting. Oh, you've got to move, right, you have to move the number on there, the exact number. That's fascinating. So, yeah, if I move 2, because I want to get into this. Oh, that's really interesting. Well, I am intrigued. I wish I could read your beautiful language. Unfortunately, I can't, because I am British and we are terrible at learning anything about any other culture. I have attempted to learn Japanese on multiple occasions, because obviously I'm a huge fan of the importing the consoles and things like that. So of course learning Japanese would be incredibly helpful. It's never stuck. I've managed to learn a few phrases, be able to read a few sentences, and gone back to it the next day and it's all gone. And you keep trying to repeat it, because the way of learning, of course, is just to keep repeating. But it just never sticks. And maybe it's my age. Maybe I'm literally at the age now where I can't learn new languages. That would be, yeah, that That would be depressing. That really would be depressing. I think... Oh, I'm right. Okay, I'm in a fight. I'm sure I played... Okay. I'm sure I've played this before. I recognise this part. Is this... Maybe this is like a major component of lots of Dragon Ball Z games. I see. So it's basically a kind of a strategic card battle game, I guess. So now so that's my turn. I think I beat him. Okay. Right, well I guess I want to get 6. Do I have a 6 there? Well, it's a 5. So that get me that far. Okay. Oh, we're fighting 3 people now. I guess we are fighting 3 people. Although it's only got one option still on the attack screen. I'm assuming this is basically like Final Fantasy, so that's kind of how I'm playing it. So I did 15 damage. Okay, so now it's his turn. Have a swig of tea while this is happening. I have somewhat changed the way I record. So before I was kind of having the sound coming out of the television, and it was slightly stupid because the machine I use to capture my games, which is the Game Catcher HD by Ava Media, actually does have a headphone output, so I'm now using that, which makes a lot of sense. But also I was using a studio mic connected to my digital recorder. Now the problem with that is, as somebody pointed out, is that it only actually records in mono. Now obviously I could just repeat the track to make stereo, but it's kind of not the same thing. So what I've done instead is I'm using the inbuilt microphones on the digital recorder. I kind of read a thing on it, and apparently they're actually pretty good quality, so we'll give it a try. We'll see how the audio turns out for this video. If it turns out badly, then we'll have to go back to the other option. I'll just have to basically double up the audio. The reason being, and it's a very valid concern because I did check it out afterwards, if you're listening on headphones, it's a very odd sensation to only get mono. Oh, did I just lose? I just lost. And now I have a monkey son. Is that something from the series? Maybe it is. Okay. Well, that was Dragon Ball Z on the Famicom. It was an interesting game. It's very interesting. The strategic element, especially with the cards showing things you could do and how much distance you could move, and the fact that you have to move the distance that's on the cards as well. You can't move less, you can't move more. That was very interesting. I'm going to track down the English version. I think it exists. I'm sure it'll exist. Dragon Ball Z is such a huge property. I'm sure it must exist. So yeah, I'm going to track it down. It's fun. It was fun. I wasn't very good at it, but then that's, if you've watched more than one of our videos, that's sort of a theme. But I certainly enjoyed it for the little I managed to achieve. Yeah, good game. Kind of recommend picking it up if you've got a Famicom. I think there's versions on several. I reviewed for an old site, which unfortunately now shut down, called This Is My Joystick. I reviewed a more modern version of Dragon Ball Z. It was more of a beat 'em up. It was okay. It was alright. It wasn't terrible. I think if you're fans of the series, you get a lot more out of it because there's a lot of, I want to say in-jokes, but not really jokes, but references. But this is good. I mean, if you've got a Famicom or or a Nintendo, then this is definitely worth picking up. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit like. If you really like the video, please hit subscribe. If you didn't like the video, then just leave us a comment below and we'll try to improve.